Welcome, Truth Seekers. I'm here today to do another inspiring card, and I'm really pleased and happy that you've joined me. I'm Kate West from Global Alchemy, and I'm using the journey cards today, which are very inspiring for me because they bring out lots of different emotions when they need to. So I'm going to pick a card, see what comes out. I like to drop the cards, see what they are. We have today is courage. See that? Let me read it to you. I have the courage to be wrong and the strength of a rose. Mitten. True courage is the willingness to fully experience whatever you're feeling at this moment. You can attempt to run from your emotions, but eventually they will catch up with you. They will chase you, haunt you, until finally you give up the chase. When you turn around and completely offer yourself into the tiger's mouth of your own worst fears, you will discover that your openness will turn into courage itself. The willingness to experience your own vulnerability and find the strength in it, that is true courage. And it's courage that surrounds you in every moment. And depending what courage means for you, but in those situations, to open up to your vulnerability, you have to first work out actually what the emotion is or where the stories come from in the first place. And it's really interesting because I find that if you use a journal or just write on a piece of paper all the reasons you think you're feeling this emotion and not feeling very courageous to want to actually delve into it. But the sooner you delve into it, the less it's going to come up for you. But it's about finding the actual root of that cause of emotion. So when you can write things down, because I've gone through weeks and weeks sometimes, and that's why I do the transforming deep-rooted beliefs now, because you can go down and down and down. But we tell ourselves stories, we tell other people our stories on how or what we think the reason is. And yet it's very rarely that reason that is coming up, because that could be something that happened weeks ago, months ago, a couple of years ago. But you normally find that whatever's coming up has come from a deeper place. But it's just that something else has triggered it. And it's normally somebody else or a situation that comes up for you. But there are normally people involved in the triggers that that come up for us to be vulnerable. And it's very difficult to be vulnerable to other people, to show other people your vulnerability. I've gone through a lot of those stages in the last couple of years with healing, and you have to open yourself up, and it feels raw and naked almost, like as if you're out there undressed, because what will people think of me? How will they see me? Will they see me as weak? Will they see me? But at the end of the day, when you allow yourself to go into that, that's the courage it takes to go deeper into those emotions, into those feelings, and find out what it is that is causing the effects of you being and feeling vulnerable. Because like it says in the card, the willingness to experience your own vulnerability and find the strength in it. And the strength is that once we actually recognize it and we know what it is, then it opens up for us a whole different story. Because once that's I wouldn't say dealt with, once we've actually recognized it, and then we start to allow it to go and release, we don't need anybody else to say to us, oh, that's right, or this is wrong. We know ourselves. And if it takes you a day, if it takes you a week, if it takes you a month or even longer to find that root cause, just keep going at it, because we automatically want to blame somebody else, whatever's coming up for us at the time, because somebody is normally triggered. what it is that is showing up for us in a vulnerable way, so being courageous and sitting with it and asking questions of yourself. What's here? What is this emotion? What is this to do with? But you really do have to sit with yourself, because if you allow others to interpret that, they can put on, like you say, things that happened last week or last month, last year, and nobody really knows us like we know ourselves. And this is one way to get to know thyself yet again, because you're questioning those emotions coming up and what they mean to you and nobody else. So if you're feeling, that something is niggling at you at the moment, sit with it and, like you say, write out different stories until you feel that one really resonates with you, that, you think, oh, it's never bothered me before. Why should it bother me now? But it's because something's happened in the past, and then somebody's come along and triggered it. Like they've flipped the switch, and it's there. It's there. There's things in my life that I have never let bother me, and yet they've, over the last 20 years, they've come up in abundance. To say, showing the vulnerability, which I found very difficult at the time, and it is about questioning those stories and of going deeper into them, find out where they're coming from. And if you need help, find help, find somebody that you can feel comfortable with, that you feel, oh, they're the people I want to talk to, or, just find your person that can help you through it. Because sometimes, like you say, even if we delve into the story, if you're talking to somebody that works in this line of work, then they can help you further, because they can take you deeper. Because it's about, their listening skills, but also their intuitive skills, which will help you even further. So once you unlock that and allow it to shift, other things will open up for you. Life opens up and you start to see beauty again. You start to see abundance and start to be grateful. So have the courage to delve into it when it comes. If anything comes up for you, have the courage to delve into it and go for it. Because it sounds horrible to start off with, I have to say, because I've been through a lot of this myself. And but once you do, and you start opening up more and more, and all the issues, the deep roots that are in there that you didn't know were in there, that start affecting your life. And I'm sure it's a 40-year-old thing that it starts to then creep up, as if to say a divine wants you to sort of look at this and let it go, unlock it, because to carry it on any further, it doesn't do us any good. And we want to live our best life. We want to live joyful, happy. So be courageous today, and have the courage to delve deeper and open up that vulnerability. I wish you the best of luck with that, because I've done it so many times myself, and I still do it. I still do it because I want to find out what's there. And then, because I think once you've gone through it, you open up, and it's almost like you feel like you're blossoming, because you've uncovered the real root of the cause or the problem. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to doing the next one. So speak soon.